Alright. Let's see if everything's working. It's game time after all. Are we live? All the things. Oh no, did I forget and mess up the name of the stream again? No, I didn't. 1 second. Let's see. Oh, we're apparently not live. Let's try and force that. And get my face up in there. Okay. A little bit on the tired side. It's not been the best day of sleep, but we will try to have fun and have a good game. Let me do that. Alright, our turn. Okay, going. We are playing Shamdi, who is a bit higher rated than us. Oh, I actually think they were 2000 not too long ago. They've been doing pretty well. We faced them once before and we got a win. We were white that time as well. Absolutely no idea what to expect today, though. We'll see. See if the stream's getting picked up. It is picked up. Alright, good enough. Let's go. Move confirmation's also on. And for anyone who remembers or doesn't remember, or if you're new to this is the 45-45. Oh, the connection's really bad. Ooh. Oh, that's not good news. I've played a move, but the clocks haven't started for anything. Or wait, does it not start until they move? And they haven't moved yet. Maybe the clocks didn't start until they move. Okay. Goodness me, I had a heart attack. I thought the connection was basically dead. Anyway, let's enjoy C4. Connect. We're going to have some grapefruit, pink grapefruit juice tonight. Why not? I actually bought this as a mixer, but maybe I shouldn't be. Oh, okay. So last time they actually just took to surprise me, but Slav is their main. So I can already tell you this is either going to be a Catalan, open Catalan, or a Queen's Gambit declined. I'm expecting. Both of which they had some losses in the last while. So it looked kind of interesting, but we'll see. Let's first see if they deviate from that or not. We're just going to play some opening standard moves. Okay. Nice. So here I'm expecting e6. Is that what they've been playing? Oh, now they take... Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright, so a4 is a move, e5 is a move. Alright. e5 is the something something gambit, which is really fun. They're going to play b5 for sure. I've got the little camera, the nanny cam going as well. Oh, my son's not sleeping yet. Okay, already I didn't really have prep. Now we have just a position. So we'll have to see. Alright, yeah, I mean I can still go into the Catalan, I guess. Make it a little bit softer here. フーリン寝れなかったら私もできるよ。Oh, my son's looking troubled. Yeah, so we can go into the open Catalan, as I said. They will almost definitely play b5, and then I have no idea. We'll have to see. We can probably play, or we can play a4 and just play into this. I'm not going to play e4. That's not really my style. Not now. Not now anymore. What are they doing here? What if I do this? That's pretty crazy, right? Take, take, take. I get 3 pawns for the piece, but... Alright, I think we're just going to go with a4. Yeah, as said, I couldn't really prep because last time I prepped against them, it was pointless, and it looks like this time it was pointless again. If they played the semi-Slav, we still had the choice between the Catalan and the Queen's Gambit Decline, but now they've just played straight into it, so there's really no choice. We're just playing this now. I don't really remember. So here, I can also just put my bishop out. I can also just play e3 and try to get the pawn back immediately, I think. Should I do that? Should I just play e3, they play up, and I'm just like, give me my pawn, you know? It's not very testing. If I play e3 and they play queen up, I can still take first, right? Yeah, they can play their knight out. Then we might have to give to get. Oh, but if this guy falls, no, that doesn't work. Oh man. Alright. So here's a move, here's... Oh, no, that's not a move, what am I talking about? Here's a move. Bishop out is also pretty okay, I guess. I think e5 and f3, e4 is actually also a way to play. I think I've done that in the past. Knight e5, just trying to pick up the pawn now. Should I just do that? Just try pick up the pawn immediately? I think so. Yeah, I think I'm just going to try pick up that pawn now. I like this because it still allows this f3 e4 plan, which I remember in analysis in some game I've played in the last while. So yeah, that might be worth a try. We'll see. Okay, yeah, here they come. This is very standard stuff. I think I'm not supposed to take. I think I'm supposed to do something else, but they're going to tag my... Maybe I should wait. I should play f3 now. And then up. I can even pin that knight first. They're definitely coming to pin my knight. That's almost certainly happening. So this will stop that for a second. So either take the pawn immediately, and then when they come out here, then f3, or just, you know, just here. Oh no, but then I drop the pawn. So maybe take when they come out here, just this, or just this now. Do I want to give them that information right now? I'm sure they don't know it either. Nobody knows this. And if I go here, so f3, e4, if they take, I can take. If they take again, then my knight is stuck. Maybe I'm supposed to play f3 and... Oh, so here, here, and here to, you know, get the same knight stuck on the other side. And then I can play e4. I think that's what I'm going to do. Is any big problem I see with that right now? Not really. And if they play knight bd, we can still take the pawn then, I think. Alright, so f3, here we go. Knight out, queen out immediately. I don't think gives us any massive problems just yet. Although I've also lost a game like that in the last while, so got to be careful. I'm going to open up lichess separately, which I'm sure they can see and be like, hey, why are you opening lichess separately? I want to make sure this is working. It is. Happy. Alright. So I think, yeah, I think on bishop b4, I'm actually going to go bishop g5 before I play e4. Because although it's a little bit silly to have, or sorry, not silly, although I don't have my dark square bishop here protecting, I think stopping that knight from jumping in something silly is a little bit more useful. Because I'm taking both of these squares away then by just pinning it. Whereas here I'm scared they're doing some crazy sack plan. I wonder if I'm supposed to take the bishop. I don't even know if that's the case. I don't actually remember the complete plan. Just the fact that f3, e4 is kind of nice against the bishop-knight duo on this side of the board. We're going to have to be careful. We've opened up the dark diagonal here. Which is a reason why maybe bishop g5 is not best, but I think pinning that knight is pretty good. I think that's worth it. And we can always, like, you know, in a nimzo and something else, swing the bishop back to f2 later on, I assume. Oh man, looks like he's gone to bed finally. Okay. Let's assume so. Yo. What to expect? Now, Shamdi's been good for always having slight variety in their play. They get into a similar position a lot, but the move order they use to get there is a little bit different, and I guess in some cases their opponent surprised them, but I feel like their play has been pretty well planned. You know, even now, taking early, it's basically the same position that they would have had in a different game, but now they've played it a move early, so that changes the situation a bit, right? I have to respond to the b5 plan a bit earlier. They've put the light square bishop out, so it's immediately not like the game I looked at before. So yeah. I was just thinking now on knight bd for them. If I play e4 and they take my knight, I can take here and I'm still hitting the knight, right? So, I don't know, let's say the knight jumps somewhere back that way. I could still take a pawn and ruin their pawn structure a bit. And I would still have this, so I guess that doesn't quite work. So on knight e4, and if they take, and I take, oh, but then I can take here, because it's still this move first probably. Then I can take here actually. Would be pretty great. Two pawns in the middle is pretty good, but you know, just stopping that whole plan is pretty nice too. I lost. Didn't I lose to this recently? Oh, my game against Megalodon. They played something like this, but kind of in the wrong position, and it turned out good for me. But in my game against someone else in my training games, I got wrecked. Oh, right. It was an English defense instead of a Queen's Indian defense, and the difference being that the bishops are here, or you know, the two pawns are up, but the knight isn't here, so they can still jump the queen out here. So I kind of went blindly into it and got smashed. Okay, yeah, so they're going to drop back their light square bishop. They're actually allowing me to get this, I guess. Yeah, they're also stopping my bishop from coming here now. Alright, so let's just calculate this quickly. So e4, and if they decide to take with either one, I take back. So let's say they take with the knight, I guess. I take back. They check. If they check me here, I jump my knight out, right? Then I'm just doing great. So they take, so there's a pawn there. Then they come check me. And the important thing is just not to play g3. So if those guys are gone, I can actually just play my king up, and when the queen takes here, I can do this. And I think I'm doing okay. It's a little bit scary, but it's hard for them to get at us. Also, if they don't have that, I guess I'm just taking. So never mind. This almost definitely works. So we're going to do this now. And this allows us to take the pawn back with our bishop, which is quite nice because we keep on developing. What do we want to take with our knight? That would give us e5 later. So here, knight back. I wonder. I guess I don't want to play it too soon because that gives them that square and also opens up the light square bishop. Yeah, somehow it feels like I shouldn't take with the bishop though. I should take with the knight. Is that crazy? Here, they put their bishop there. I'm almost certainly just going to castle, right? I just want to get safe. If they play c5 now, kind of unexpectedly, I guess I'm just going to take my bishop up to protect it again. Knight out I can take. Yeah, alright, let's take that pawn then. I think this is looking pretty good for us. Maybe we found our opponent in a slightly unfamiliar situation. I very much want to castle. Once we've castled, I'm sure the situation is a bit better. Bishop out here. We'll have to see where that guy goes though, but I think here I can literally just castle because nothing's pinned, and if you take then, you know, there's pieces and my knight king's okay, so if they're gonna sack, now would be the sack. Here, take with the pawn. Queen out. Oh, now I can actually... Oh, but now I can play because it's not pinned, right? Yeah, so it's still not pinned, so I can play there. Alright, so I didn't want to trade off here. I was kind of hoping not to, because they have less pieces. So, is this a move? Or did I kind of walk into it now, kind of have to trade? I guess I could do this. If they take with my bishop, but that seems equally bizarre. So here they take, I take with my pawn. The knight goes back, I guess, hitting the pawn again. I mean, they could trade queens first. Yo, I feel like there might even be some tricks here. If I go out, for instance, and they take and I take, and that knight has to jump somewhere. Take here. Oh, queen up, and I don't have anything. So I don't have enough attacking pieces. If I take now and push, I mean, they don't have to take everything. I'm just down a piece. If I jump here and they take, that's terrible. So it's either I take, I let them take, or I jump back to d3. What do I not like about d3? Then here, and my bishop and my pawn are under attack. That is not nice. Okay, I think I have to take actually then. Then probably there's just nothing about it. I gotta take an... Otherwise I just gotta castle and let them take. Jumps back the knight maybe. I can... Oh, hang on, but I can push here because my knight's defending there. So if I castle, they take, I take here, then I can actually play f4. They can get me on this diagonal, but I can walk out of it. There's nothing there just yet. Opening up the diagonal is kind of scary, isn't it? Otherwise, it's bishop up, they take, I take, they jump back, I push up. Oh, but yeah. That seems kind of okay too. If they take my queen, my rook comes in. They can get that square from me with the knight. If the knight goes there, do I care? If the knight goes there, this pawn starts to fall. Then I might actually have to push. Push. They take. The knight comes on, I have to take. I'm not liking this. I think I have to take just to preserve my pawns in the center of the board for a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm jumping back, and then here looks very bad for me. Alright, so it's this. Oh, no. I don't want to. I want to take, I guess. Yo, I really felt there might be something else, but I don't see it. Take, push. Can't get anywhere. Yeah, I got the advantage in space, but I can't get anywhere, and my knight's still there, so maybe the knight had to take after all. Alright. I can't see a way to avoid... I guess this is a move. And if they play out here, I can drop my bishop back. And everything's still covered. So this is my move, and if they take, I take with my bishop, but then why is my bishop up there? That seems really bizarre. That doesn't seem right. Honestly, that feels like I'm asking for trouble. Alright, we're just gonna take, we're not gonna complicate things further. We're gonna take, we're gonna castle, get our bishop onto this dark diagonal that's weak now. Not gonna overcomplicate. I think that's asking for issues. Also, after we castle, we can consider whether or not it's good to break over the position with d5. I mean, at the right moment and all that. Push here, and they go there, then I can take, trade off, and I have the wrong bishop, but, you know, strong pawns. I don't know if that's good enough. They're considering how to take, I guess. Queen takes, okay. I see no tricks. Push. Oh, actually, I do see a trick, actually. Push, take, take, and you're pinned. So actually, wow, pushing here might be crushing. And if they do nothing, though? That's always the point. What if they do nothing? Then I'm not so sure. If I take and they take my queen and they take my pawn, you know, then they've got a bad pawn structure and my king's not castled and stuff. Ah, this is one of those positions where... Oh, actually, I could get this in as well. Because if they take, same problem. Alright, so here... Can that threaten something in any useful way? If I play here now, they're almost certainly jumping the knight in here. If I take, they're going to take with this pawn. Yeah, I don't quite see anything, but it feels like I'm so close to something. Push, and they jump in, and what if I just leave it? I jump here to get into that square. You know, again, if they take, I'm rocking it. I wonder if they're going to put their rook there. So maybe I castle. They bring out their bishop. Nah. I can jump there. Maybe they castle long. That would be insane though. Probably not. Alright, well I don't quite see this working, but it feels like I'm so close to something already. Bishop out now also feels like it might do something. Getting on this diagonal before their bishop can, then this is really the only other square it has that might be of any use. And I'd be really happy if they took there. Alright, so what if I do this and they put their bishop there? Oh, they're not... I still have this whole plan though. Take. They can't push past. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna castle. We're not gonna make this complicated. I gotta watch the dark diagonals, so I don't know, my bishop anywhere in this way is good, but I don't know, better puzzle solvers than I probably already found a win or something. I feel like the position's gone pretty good for me. At least feels that way, but we shall have to see. Still not sleeping. Oh, we're gonna plug in the old power, the juice. Speaking of juice, get get some juice in. Okay, bishop out. So they're coming for the castle. So is this a good time for me to explode the position? If they castle, what do? I guess I take here. If they make a mistake and take this way, I think I'm just winning. So here, and they castle. I take, they can take, I take back, I'm going to win a pawn. Here, pushing past, the same problem. What else can they do? Take with the piece? That's crazy. Take here once. Take again. If they castle, kind of the same point. Kind of the same point. I'm gonna take. If they take with their queen, I mean they're not losing anything, but it's pretty crazy, isn't it? Oh, I can actually try and do this. They take here, I take there. Oh, I gotta be careful of this diagonal though. So push here. It's gotta be d5 though. I feel like it's gotta be d5. d5, they castle. I'm just gonna take d5, they take once. I take. They take. I take. They do whatever, I take again. They take with their queen maybe to avoid trading off and things and stuff and things. And my light square bishop's a little bit on the weak. So yeah, so this is the one I don't know. I feel like there I should be like pushing actually. Here, push. Where can their knight go? Only those squares. Did I what, keep on pushing? Can't take with the queen if they take with the pawn. So here to push, I don't know, the knight goes somewhere. Maybe here so they can keep on trying to castle. Push again, they take with the pawn. So, and if they castle, then I can... Oh man, okay, hang on. I think I got it. I think I got it. Because if they take here... If they take again, I take... And they gotta take me, I take, then they take... Oh yeah, that doesn't look good actually, does it? Here, take... Castle. It's still the same. Still feel like it's gotta be the move though. Still feel like it's gotta be the move. They will get a little check in here, but I don't see that mattering all too much just yet. Going the other way doesn't work. I'll just do this. Take. Is it knight takes? That seems insane. Knight takes. If they take with a knight, I take again. Check doesn't matter. Queen can't check anymore. They castle, I guess. I mean, I gotta just take, right? What else am I doing? But then I just have a weird f3 pawn and like nothing else to show for it. Oh man. Take. Yeah. Take. castle. I can check the king, but I don't know if that matters too much. What if I go here, play castle, then I do this? Oh man, this is... If the bishop was there, I would just do this. That's so easy. What if I do this, then they jump here? Then I do this. They castle. I mean, that isn't actually anything. It's just me being silly. Can't figure it out. Does it mean there's nothing there, or does it mean I can't see it? Queen trade. They've got worse pawns. I've got weird ass pawns. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. When you've played this kind of game, when you've opened up your king side for this kind of center push and they've moved pieces around instead of castling. I mean, this is very similar to my game with Megalodon. Not exactly. They kind of got twisted a bit more with more pieces on the back rank, but the idea. Although in that case, I pushed the pawn correctly, they didn't accept, and then I incorrectly still sacrificed another piece or something crazy. So maybe in this case I can improve by not incorrectly still sacrificing, you know? We'll see. Alright, little man is finally asleep. Great news. Little man is finally asleep. Oh man, if this was a tournament, I would now get up and go get some water. Assuming my opponent wouldn't move instantly. Although you get those players who basically wait for you to get up and then make their move, so that's all your time all the time. I just feel like d5's got to be the move, you know? And if they castle, we're just going to take this way. Yeah, taking on the queen side, I don't know. I mean, it's a 2v3 long term, but they can just take back easily with their queen and there's nothing there. This way they have to take with the pawn at least. So at least we're kind of creating something, you know? But they will get their 2-on-3 queenside minority that they were semi-hoping for when they took CD, I guess, or DC. Yeah, you got to be looking at this like, whoa, that can't be good, right? Thankfully, I think we've got enough defense around the king. This single check does nothing really. Doesn't change the threat. Yeah, I wouldn't care about that too much myself. It has to jump. Although, I guess, you know, long term I would probably end up putting my queen somewhere, my rook over to trade it off, right? I could always put my bishop around like this. Take that file still, which is a very juicy file. Oh, a diagonal. Very juicy diagonal, no lies. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. a feeling that my connection's not doing too good though. What does OBS say? OBS says warning. That's not good news. Although we don't have any dropped frames apparently, so I'm not sure what the warning is about. Um, Speaking of OBS, something interesting that happened in the last 2 days. I streamed my training games evening, early morning, both times. And I think the YouTube algorithm just pushed out the thumbnail for it, the stream information, way more than usual. I think I got like 30,000 impressions or something. I got the most views I've ever had for any video ever, and it was just like random training games. Not the I'm Fence video, not all my league coverage stuff, just me playing some random chess. So that was a surprise. Um, Also played kind of viewers for the first time. That was fun. That's the first time we've done something like that. I haven't done that before. I wonder if on this I'm supposed to like drop my knight, push the pawn, and then I can even push another one. Then my knight's just sitting weirdly. I don't know what I'm doing with it there. Alright, like, they're gonna do nothing, or they're gonna take this way. I can't imagine them, yeah, okay. I don't think there was anything else there for them. Alright, so my thinking here was, opening up this diagonal, not great, but I don't think there's any immediate problems. I can try and I can trade off some more pieces in the hope that they fall asleep, but I don't think they would fall asleep. They would probably end up taking with the knight. And then I can take, then they castle, then I take, then they take with the queen. That position is still okay, right? But maybe I just take with the pawn immediately and take with the queen. I don't see a reason to trade off the knights as well immediately. That feels a bit much. Yeah, and again, pushing doesn't seem to work. I'll take my bishop, and then I've got nothing really. Taking the knight doesn't matter. Yeah, this just seems silly. They take, I take, they castle anyway. I take, they take with the queen. What do we have to show for all of this? Yeah, okay, let's just do this. I couldn't find anything better. I don't think I can see anything better now. There is some ideas about putting pressure on the bishop. It can jump out and just get our king though, but a rook on the e file, which is open now, seems kind of good. Castling very likely to happen here. Pushing the pawn makes no sense. At least not that I can see. So I'm expecting just a castle and a take. Would they take the pawn with their knight now? Kind of force the trade-off I was just trying to dodge. I would be surprised if they did. If I do a rook over and then, I don't know, so here, rook over castle. Do I sack the, I'm going crazy. Sacking the exchange, and then taking here, hit the queen, can't protect it. Ugh, what am I thinking about? Yeah, I don't think there was much there, and I'm just going to take here and kind of ruin the pawn structure a tiny bit, and that's my great accomplishment for this whole thing. Don't think there's anything else. Yeah, here we go. They still have that. I still don't think it matters too much just yet anyway, although, long term my king being stuck in the corner is going to suck, so. Queen trade, then you've got an isolated pawn, so I'm expecting queen takes. then we can see. Bishop b5 is just very easily solid. They can check us, but nothing else is at something weak right now. So we'd step out of the way. Yeah, this seems fun, but I don't think there's anything there. We're just trading absolutely everything off, and now we don't have the bishop there anymore. Doesn't seem worth it, does it? Yeah, so this seemed fine. Coming back seems insane. Queen out, defending the bishop and attacking the b-pawn a little bit might also be good. I do worry a bit about how I'm gonna cover my king. Although maybe I don't have to at the start. Where's my bishop gonna go? Here. And come back around maybe. Yeah, so queen out feels like a move. Seems to be something I could do. Maybe they check. I don't expect them to check with the queen. I don't see any value in that. I'll step out of the way. The rooks are going to come out. I'm going to take my bishop out to f4, where it's not defended for a little bit. So that might be a bit of a concern. Although knight over there, I don't know if that's very valuable for them either, to be honest. Come back. They'll probably look at that square then a little bit. Ooh, in that case, maybe bringing the bishop back is better. Here. Here. Otherwise I just do this. They're going to kick me there eventually, but it'll give me another move. It's just one move though, it doesn't really help, does it? If I do this and I give them that bishop, for instance. Oh, but then no. So yeah, they can do here. Here they take, I take. Here they take, I take with check. But they've got a very safe king. This is not going to be one in the king attack right now. I need to get that bishop moving. This feels like the only move I have, to be honest. But I'm still a bit uncomfortable with having my queen on b3. Doesn't feel that useful or safe. Oh, how about I just... but then they... Yeah. Oh, hang on, this comes with check. That's actually okay. If I go here and they take, then they get a temper on me with their rook, I guess. I can step up again. Trading off my light square bishop is maybe not the worst, but I'm basically just trading off everything and having a weird position with worse development. Alright, so the options are really this and this. I don't know if I want to put my queen there and just leave the bishop there. I don't think it's going to be very valuable. Here at least I've got some kind of weird plan, right? So here, and then maybe they check me, and I move out of the way. I bring my own bishop out. They come at me. The check is happening here. But if they do that, I'll have this to hit the queen around as well. Maybe it's not so bad then. All my pieces on this side of the board seems a bit... I don't like this trade-off plan, so I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. Here we go. And then this is one of the next moves. If that knight goes after it, we'll have a little in-between with our bishop hitting the queen, looking at that pawn as well. Maybe there's something useful in this diagonal long term, but I currently don't see anything. This does allow us to do this, maybe hit the queen that way. But really, first port of call is really just to get this bishop into the game. We have to get it around f2 or somewhere, I guess. Unless they don't do the check, and we just e3, but I don't expect they'll give that to us so easily. Oh man is sleeping. That's good news. Good, good, good. So what do we have on them? A pawn move. In the end. They've got one pawn moved up, we've got two. So if I could put the pawn back and then put my bishop out, I'd be like, this is a better position than what I did. Wow, I really thought d5 had something behind it, but I just couldn't find anything. Very disappointing. Yeah, we do, we could maybe do some trickies here, maybe. But again, this king and this dark square diagonal first has to be organized. I wonder if there might be something with the knight jumping a little bit more freely. Or pushing this pawn very far because it's got a rook behind it already. Oh, almost pre-move. That's dangerous. Yo! Alright, so this is what we want to take a plan for. Black. Honestly, if I could take either of the colors, I would probably take black. Never mind the time difference. It just doesn't look like white was able to make anything of their position. I mean, this looks so promising. d5 was maybe just wrong. I maybe just had to keep on developing and keep up the pressure. Oh well. I didn't want to not play it and later look back and be like, oh, it was the move. But probably wasn't the move in the end then. Or at least I couldn't find it. Maybe they're wondering what to check with, but I'm guessing it's a bit more like what kind of plan can they make, I've got these pawns kind of locked down-ish. This bishop is useful long-term in some ways, but currently actually isn't doing too much. They can probably try to trade it off with like a rook over here. Yeah, I mean, if they go rook over, I'm going to go onto the diagonal for sure. I mean, that's for sure, so... Maybe they try and trade off my rook, my bishop. Take, rook takes. Then I can take this pawn though. I gotta be careful. So maybe it's just bishop over to take this diagonal. It's a good diagonal to have. I was wondering if there's some, plans they can make against my king, because there's no pieces except the rook here, and even my queen can't get there, and the other rook isn't connected, but right now I think there's no immediate attack at least. Right now. Rook over attacking it again. I mean, then I'm probably just going to move the bishop somewhere, right? What else am I going to do? Oh, that's exactly what they did. Okay. So I can trade the... story now, I guess. They can check. I move out of the way. So, ne? I can still get at the king-queen now. I can still technically drop back. What, then the other rook goes here? Maybe I drop back here. If I go here and they check me, that's just a nice diagonal for them to have, right? Taking, takes with the rook. There's nothing there. Alright, so I can do like a one move, and then I have to move the bishop anyway. That doesn't seem worth it. So I'm guessing this is bishop back, but my position is starting to not make too much sense now. Bishop to e2, takes care of e1, my knight's also covering it. And my bishop can, my rook can still come over. They're gonna get their bishop over here. I'm gonna have to move across. Actually, my other rooks probably gonna come to d1 then, because I need to do this whole story. And there's no like danger level situation here. I'm just losing a piece if I don't move it. Can't defend it in any other useful way. So it's this, or it's this in-between move which doesn't really do much, or it's traded off. Losing my bishop for that knight, any good? I mean, they can still do that then as well, to be honest, but then I think it makes slightly less sense, because then I can go here. Actually, that's pretty stupid as well, isn't it? Bishop e2 looks insanely bad. But what else to do right now? Still covering the square here. So at bishop, rook, my bishop, bishop, their bishop, I run away, and then their rook. Maybe hitting my light square bishop now. But as soon as they move their rook, I can bring my bishop back. Oh no, I can't. What am I talking about? Oh, then I can do this. If it's there. If it's there, then I kind of just have nothing again, but then my bishop's at least not under attack. So. Sure. This is a move. Yeah, so at least, like, I got some kind of coverage of e8 because of this, but my king needs to get out of the way because of the c5 check. Or my bishop needs to get in, but I can't imagine they're going to get me it. That would be a little bit like Christmas. Honestly, then probably means I've made some worse mistake. Shamdi the Shamdi. Sorry. I don't actually remember how I won last time either. Not sure if I played brilliantly or they blundered or it was probably not time trouble though. Could have been though, I guess, but probably not. Alright, yeah, bishop c5 just seems like the move, right? I do realize now I could maybe do a little knight jump at some point. So bishop out, rook over. Knight jump could be juicy in some way. Assuming my king isn't checkable so easily. Gotta watch this as well. Gotta watch lots of stuff right now. If I go here and they jump, this at least still looks like it hits something, but after there it kind of doesn't. Oh, then I can do this, I guess. They take, I take with the knight. Put a rook there, everything's under attack. Probably I attack the queen first, take, something like that. What to do, what to do. Little man's still napping. Probably the position is like minus 0.3 or something like that. I definitely don't think I have any claim to an advantage right now. I just played bishop e2, you know? So... even if I could play bishop e3, I wonder if just king h1 is just better overall. You know, it can never get checked there. This square is significantly safer, I'm almost certain of it. But they're thinking now about stuff like this, and then they can't go here, but maybe there's just something wrong with the bishop sitting on e3 is kind of unprotected. I've got that knight covered. That Lightscope bishop currently isn't doing much, at least in terms of where it's going, but my bishop's already silly, my bishop's undeveloped, my rook's not in the game yet. I've gone from being in a position that seemed like it was good for me to definitely worse. Okay, oh, they do this one. Okay, yeah, so that was kind of my point. Like, if they give me this, then they're just going to step out of it. And then the rook moves again, I guess? I guess. So yeah, I like this, but I don't know if it's worthwhile. Yeah. Basically just walking into, well, then I can do, no, I'll just check anyways. I think just, even though I can get it, feeling like Christmas, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe I'm supposed to walk out of the position first. Oh, which seems insane. Why am I not developing my bishop? They take with the queen. I walk sideways. I just have a bad bishop left. I mean, f2 was my goal anyway, but if I'm just going to trade it off, feels like it wasn't worth it, was it? Here. Step. I guess. I mean, are they going to try and come here? Come over like this? And try and checkmate me there? Actually, and this starts to look a lot better again, actually. Just to try and keep this safe. Alright, so anyway, it's here or it's here. It's really the only moves that make any sense to me now, so. Here, and then knight jumps. Then now, back here. Bishop comes out. Tag, queen takes, run here. They can try and sack something there, but I don't think they would immediately, at least. Sucks to be me right now. This at least gives me this threat, right? So here, and then I have this. Unless they play c5 immediately, then I kind of don't. Then I kind of don't have anything. Because it's double attacked, so it can't stay there. I can't defend it sufficiently. Oh, what I could do is I could drop back. And if they take with their rook, and claim that I've like doubled up faster or something. That seems kind of insane as well. Yeah, that seems rather silly, doesn't it? So here they take, I take. My pawn just, oh, hang on, but here, I can still do this first. I know, because then they still have that. So should I do, ugh. Trade it off on the knight's a little bit silly, but they can jump in here, which is actually not silly at all. Oh, man. Oh, man. Here? I mean, I'm at the point where I'm wondering if I should try to trade off my queen. My bishop is weak. They take, I take, I guess. Terrible knight and bishop is my game then. Do I just have to hope that they don't fight all of this? That seems insane as well. What's my bishop doing over there? Is this the move then? Just to try and get this in? Here, and then what? They move their queen. Where does their queen go? Although honestly, I feel like almost anywhere it goes, I'll have a slightly better time than I do right now. Queen goes here. Let me do this. Queen goes there. Actually, I'll just take, what am I talking about? Doing it. Alright, so now we're down an additional 2 minutes on the clock. And we didn't develop. Oh, spilled some juice. And the F3 move now doesn't help us in any way either. Oh, okay, they're just stopping that whole plan in its tracks. We can push and still put a knight there, but I don't see that really adding any value. So, just bishop out somewhere, I guess. Yeah, my queen here is such a stupid move right now. Maybe I just do this, and if they go here... Oh, hang on, but then take, I can take the pawn, so that's actually okay. And if they go there... Sorry, if they go there... And it's hanging, and it's not doing anything else useful either. Then I just drop it back here, I guess. Yeah, just be safe. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna continue on our way. So they attack this knight. I guess I have to defend it. Oh, actually, this is a really nice move for them. I didn't even look at that yet. Oh, hang on, I can bring my rook out now. That's good. Yeah. Because it's piece for a piece, and my queen can't defend the pawn by itself. So I'm gonna eventually feel this. I kind of already do, but I'm gonna feel it more. So here, or here, or here. Take this. Take this, they take that. Ooh, then my knight and my... Oh, then I have to jump my knight to attack the... That's a tricky situation. Knight's hanging, I gotta defend it. They attack it again. Oh, but then I can uncover on the queen. I might get some back rank problems eventually even. Goodness me. Goodness me. That's not good. That's not good. In terms of rooks, I like C and D. I've got too many pieces randomly sitting on the E file to really be useful. Kind of hoping to play around this guy so I don't have to trade it off. But it's difficult to know. I'd be happy to see this. It drops a pawn, I guess. Takes again, right? So that's not going to happen. I can get the old... Oh, hang on. After this, I think we might have a bit of counterplay at least. I was going to say we can get the old 2- for a pawn and a rook, but that's equally pointless. This guy looks a little bit tender, but I've got no way to get at it right now. Honestly, I'm kind of wondering if I should play like f4, bishop f3, because my bishop just seems to be doing absolutely nothing on e2. That might actually be the first point. I just have to move a rook to be able to move this bishop somewhere. Always place bishop f1, except if bishop f1 is completely unprotected. Then play f4, bishop f3, because, you know, for the fans, except no fans. And I don't want to open up another diagonal against my king. That's insane. This guy could be a bit weak if I have a rook on d1. You know, we can trade off some stuff. Maybe there's something there. This pawn is a target, but I don't really have a way to target it at all right now. Ooh, almost, almost, almost pre-moved. I was going to make some silly point, like what if I do this? Anyway. Rook, a knight there also wouldn't help us, right? Ah man, they're just covering this e4 square so well with all their pieces as well, so it doesn't really help that I have the pawn on e2, f2 to f3. Yeah, trading off the dark square bishop is kind of, I don't know. If they go here, I mean, I'm guessing I'm going to take, I don't know what else. Giving up this diagonal seems very silly. Over there, oh, come on, literally playing it as I say it. Yeah, my point was that I don't think leaving their bishop on this diagonal is a very good idea. And if I trade off, you know, my king just has to come back, or my rook comes back, it's silly. So I feel like I kind of have to take. At least it's bishop for bishop, so although I'm not doing very well, I'm at least not dropping a bishop. Here, here, here. Where do they go? Oh, hang on, doesn't this drop a pawn? Here, here, here. Oh, hang on, this was, yeah, we looked at this earlier. Take, they take. We go rook over here. So everything's hanging. Oh, hang on, oh yeah, but it's double attacked. Yeah, so here, 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 and this bishop is attacked by two rooks. Alright, we're going to take the bishop either way. Let's just get that out of the way. We have a weak f2 square. What else to do? What's new? Yeah, taking this pawn seems just not like it's gonna work, to be honest. They come over. We take a pawn. They take a pawn. This guy's double attacked. So I'm wondering if we can like open up an attack against the queen maybe, but I don't know. I feel like the queen can just go somewhere else. Although the knight isn't attacked, so at that point the bishop could move. My queen's also helping to cover it. Or I can do this. Everything's kind of overworked, but yeah. You gotta be sure. You gotta be... There's no like trap here, right? Not that I can see. Here... Yeah, they keep on chasing me. I just trade off against their queen maybe, so that's good for us. Take here, here. They take. And then my plan is to do this. I gotta be really careful about them getting two rooks on my second rank though. I was thinking now about playing the bishop up, but that seems asking for absolute trouble. If they take one, I take back, and I'm opening up against the queen. If they take the queen, that's, you know, just the queen down, that's crazy. I don't know, rook here, my rook over here, all these pawns gone. You know, I've got an outside passer, but I'm in an incredibly bad position. maybe knight over in that case. You know, really just putting the pressure on all my pieces. And again, once they take, I don't know if my king's going to be able to survive. That rook is there, so I can maybe put the bishop over here. Hitting that guy, it's got to move somewhere. Yo, I mean, you gotta be really sure, right? But maybe that's my counterplay because I don't know what else to do. Can I hold this? If they infiltrate my second rank with the rook, I can't move this rook because the queen's gonna come sit on f2. You know, this diagonal is just a disaster long term. So this bishop's kind of on its own. I could move it up this diagonal, this pawn here. Oh, he's just getting stabbed from over there. My queen's over here. If they trade with me... then I'm still covering this actually. Alright, you know what? We're going to try it. We're going to try it. We're going to try and see if we can survive that position. I'm not sure, but definitely seems interesting. Yeah, alright, just keep on looking to see if there's any other moves I should consider, but I don't think so. There's nowhere else for my queen to go except here. So take that pawn, and now this is kind of my one get out of the position move. Actually, hang on, if they take the pawn, do I just do this immediately? If they take, I take. I'm covering that square. Okay, these guys are going to get snapped, but I've got a passer that can run, and their light square bishop can't get there. Oh, so I just do this immediately? Take, take. You know, the rook there, I can take it, right? So they're probably going to play a rook over to the top first or something. I'm going to lose a piece there. I can take there with check. And then my knight can cry itself to sleep. I don't know where it's going. No, that doesn't work. I think I need to get this guy out first. Alright, hang on. Yeah. The point being they're connected as well, so if my knight jumps somewhere, at least I get some activity against the queen. This was the move I looked at, but I don't know. If they take here, I take. You know, this is mate coming in very soon. Gotta protect myself. Feel like there's another mate coming, but maybe I'm wrong. Is the guy coming? Is that rook going anywhere else? It needs to stay on the back rank of all. No, it needs to do the moves it can do. That's really stupid. Here and what? Take there. Then I guess I'm going at the queen. And if they put the rook in the front, I'm also going after the king in terms of back rank situations. Yeah, I only have this square to get to the back rank, unfortunately, so when the queen moves forward, I can't check it again. Alright, so this actually looks like it might be interesting, but I don't know if it's good enough. I thought this is maybe a bit better, but it does give them a chance to do something else. Alright, we're gonna go for this, I think. Important to stay off the light squeeze, right? Man's still sleeping. I actually think I will save the rest of this as a mixer I gave some Japanese sake to our neighbors as a little gift um, for when my son was born, because, you know, celebrate, and also we're going to get noisy now with the kiddo. And then I couldn't give to the opposite neighbors because they were never around, so I kept the bottle. Eventually decided to just drink it myself, and it wasn't very good. So I'm a little bit like, oh, maybe I gave them like bad alcohol. That sucks. Alright, so this is clearly a nice plan. Sorry, I'm going to continue planning. So open up against the king, the queen. If they take here, I take. They take there. I still have this move though. Take, take. And where's my other rook? Over there. Yeah, that's pretty great because I can take here and that'll be mate. Um, so yeah, actually they'll be able to take there, but then I'll still be able to mate them. So that doesn't work if this position just stayed exactly as is, but obviously it's not going to. I did look at this plan as well for them. Um, Gotta try and get at that F7 pawn. That's semi-weak, right? I wonder if I do this then. And if they take, then I cry myself to sleep, correct. Never mind. Yeah, if they jump here, I think I'm still opening up this way. Although then I guess I could, no, I can't because I can't block the rooks from each other. Take, the queen takes. Doesn't look that valuable. Hitting the queen. Gets down here. I don't know if I've got anything, to be honest. And this back rank is forever weak now. I can bring my queen over behind the bishop though. Hitting that guy. I can't. How do I get at that guy? Only here. Okay, well, we just wait for black to solve it for us, and then we kind of play on our time again, because I couldn't find a good plan. Yeah, so if they take, you know, that's just a sack of the exchange. I don't think there's anything there. It also gives us our queen. Take here. Um, Same, except it also creates back rank problems for them. Um, oh wow, I wonder if I can do like, no, because the queen has to go for, I was going to take with my queen, but that's crazy. So take here, and again open up, and then their back rank's a bit weak. Their light square bishop currently isn't actually doing much, which is great news for me. That does allow them to trade off here though, so like rook over for instance. Um, Rook over looks like an interesting move, but I don't know. Take, take. I guess because what I'm looking for here is probably a way to trade off to be able to use my extra pawn, right? Yeah, I mean, like trading off seems good as well, just because, you know, less pieces might mean more safety for me. It might not, but yeah. I could also then just try and trade off the queens. I don't know if they'd let me, because as long as I have that square covered, they'll have longer time to work to get their other bishop in. And actually, this guy becomes quite strong just because he's not moving anywhere. But at some point, they're almost certainly going to get their rooks on the back rank, and then I'm going to have to put one back on g2, which is just emotional. Yeah. But then the hope would be that I can try and push this guy forward. Probably they can stop me. This is probably still equal or worse for me, but yeah. What else to say? What else to say right now? What if we trade off their light square bishop? I don't really think that's great for me, to be honest. The fact that it's not doing anything fantastically useful and that I've got more coverage of e2 feels like the main point. So probably want to keep it. Don't want to move this rook because the queen coming in here looks incredibly scary. Whether or not it's really a threat, it just looks insane. Like we do this and the queen comes in, I go back, I'm like, what am I doing? Gotta be careful back rank stuff, right? Where they take the one rook and then the other one hangs. Gotta be careful of this kind of stuff. Alright, we're not exactly like getting back on the clock, but we are no longer 12, how many, 14 minutes behind, 26 versus 16. You got to get them to 45 seconds still, so it's about 10 minutes now, which is where it was at the start. Oh man, are they going to move their queen? Just, just drop it over somewhere, put it on a dark square where I can't get to it. And if they do, what do I do? Do I just start moving my pawn up? They can't get behind it just yet, but eventually they'll be able to. Maybe you want to put it here, actually. Oh, sorry. Maybe you actually want to put it here to try and cover, like being able to trade off at some point or something. Although right now, if we traded off queens in some position, I already looked at that. That's not good at all, is it? Oh, hang on. No, now it's okay, because I can put my bishop there, or wherever, and now my knight's defending it. Okay, so if we trade off queens now, maybe it's not a massive disaster immediately. It's kind of cold, actually. Alright, so trading off queens now actually looks like it's not the end of the world. Because my rook's defending the back piece, or the front piece. If the one can move and the other one's defended, so if they did something like this, I could maybe try and go trade off. If they did something like this, I would get incredibly scared. I have no idea, like, I go here and it's mate somehow and I didn't see it. I wonder if it's actually better to put the bishop on c4, because it's not actually like stopping anything that has to stop. It's mostly covering the e2 square by sitting on it. So moving it to c4, where it's looking at that f pawn, that might help with my queen going to a7 and then being able to come back into the position somewhere else, since the dark squares are weaker now for both of us, but especially for me. Ba-da. Oh, snap it is. Still think this position is just a draw at best for me. I don't think I'm actually winning unless black goes wrong. It could be that I'm actually still losing as well. That would be disappointing, but could definitely be. If they did something interesting like this, imagine I did this and they took, and I took. I know, but then I don't have my queen covering that square, so it doesn't matter. Then they have to take with the rook again to give me a mate here. I know, they, can't visualize for shit. Oh, it is a queen into the dark squares, as we were worried about. Triple attacking our e2 bishop. So my immediate thought is queen d3, just trying to get in there, I also wonder about bishop b5, 5 hitting the rook at the back. I can't do this because it'll be mate though. Alright, so this is a move, I think. Yeah, I can get the knight to move, but it doesn't actually help me. This is also a move still, but I don't really think there's much value in it. Especially because my queen can't get onto the second, 7th rank. All the squares are covered. This is also a move, hitting the bishop, the rook, and then... I don't know. Are they lifting it or pulling it across? Maybe they're pulling it across. Oh, they can't pull it there. Maybe they're pulling it across. I actually don't think that's very good for me. I think I gotta try trade off, to be honest. Oh, hang on. What am I talking about? They're covering this. This is the light squares I gotta be careful of. Ugh. Okay, this is out of the question. Wow, I almost just hung my queen. Just like that. They'll take it somehow, take again somehow, take again somehow, and back rank mate. Okay, so pawn up if I've got nothing else to do, you know, push the passer. What's the queen attacking? Everything. The queen is attacking everything. So if they sack, for instance, well, actually, then I can take, no, well, yeah, I guess this guy is triple attacked now, so double defended. They'll have to sack the exchange, but they can get the piece, right? So, I don't know. I push the pawn, they take it, I take it, they take it, I take it, they take it. It's really good for me though, surely, because I can go here, and I can go here, and just keep on pushing. Queen back. Bishop over might be good. Maybe this is what they're trying to do now. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. No, but hang on, I still have enough coverage there, it doesn't work. I got nothing. So this is a move because I don't know what else to do, and pushing the pawn is a move because I don't know what else to do. Do I see anything else that this queen is threatening besides all my pieces? I don't know, if you take here, I take back, you can take there, but you'll only have one left. Yeah, there's a lot of defensive pieces doing defensive stuff here, so I honestly think it's Queen c4, getting a little bit more into the position, or it's a5. But a5 feels like it's a bit insane. I don't think I should do that just yet. And I don't want to move any of the rooks. This guy's doing a job, this guy's doing a job. My bishop doesn't want to get off the diagonal, my knight's doing a job, so I think just here, just taking some more squares, and then obviously creating more space for the guy to come through. I don't think I have anything else to calculate here. Still 10 minutes down on the clock. Alright, this is also extra defense now over here, although I don't know if I'll need it, to be honest. But yeah, if the position stays very stable, I can just kind of slowly do this. This guy can come over, fair enough. But now also my rook can come over here, because my knight is protected by my queens. My queensies. Oh, that actually means I could do this as well. To get this in. Can't get in there. I'm still good. Still good, still good. So we can trade off. If we can trade off, I think I might be not completely lost. Huh? Yeah, not completely lost. I think they're supposed to go for this knight, to be honest. I think that's what they're supposed to be attacking. If they do this now, I mean, I kind of have to take, right? So take, bishop takes. Take, bishop takes, then what? Yeah, here? Then I'm just moving the pawn, I guess. Moving it again. Yeah, I think they gotta go after this guy. Because this piece is in the square it's defending, which is rather silly, but it's also on the diagonal it's defending, and my stupid as f3 pawn is not covering for f2, so my king can't sit on g1. And if I push and put my king up, I'm just, you know, a billion times more vulnerable. Does anyone think it's fun to push the f-pawn? Is there any... Nope, I don't see any value in that. Just giving the e4 square away, which could be very critical late game. Is this late game? Maybe it's getting close to late game. Not a lot of pawns left. Gotta go to sleep after today. I'm a little bit tired. Little bit tired though. I know Jordan is always living on 3 hours of sleep, but I don't think that's quite me. I think I need something slightly more. Alright, I think Black's just kind of also not finding any great moves for themselves, which I can just hope continues. Because at the very least I think we have, you know, like a slow, you know, improving situation. I don't know how to... I guess this would be how we do this, and then we keep on pushing. And then... Then I don't know. What happens if we do this? Oh no, hang on. Never mind. What if I do this? Huh? What if I do this? If they take... I take in some way... I was trying to... Oh my flippin' hell, they did take. That's scary. Okay, I thought this didn't work, but okay, let's see. So take... I guess take... No, but this looked good for me because I have this passer that's really dangerous, and your light square bishop's going to take forever to get into the game. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am, I'm lost. So, is there some in-betweens? Not really. Take, 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 take. So my plan was to check once, and I thought they would move back with the rook or with the knight, I'm not sure. I could then actually move my rook over again. So if they take, I can check again, and then they're kind of in trouble. If they check with the knight, and the rook's still sitting here, then I think I have to use this guy to come behind this pawn and start pushing. And they're going to have to try and get... anyway, I'm committed to this. What am I talking about? I'm obviously doing this. I don't think there's anything else to do. So let's just play the moves, and when we get to the position, we'll keep on improving. Or, you know, trying to calculate it all out now. I'm kind of committed to this, right? So they're winning a piece, but they sack... Also, they've got 2 minus for a rook and a passed pawn. Oh, a nice in between. Okay, I didn't see that. So I was supposed to take with the queen then, huh? Yeah, that's pretty good. Can I do anything about this besides cry? If I go like here or here or here, they take, I take, they take. It's the same kind of set. What changes? They take with the bishop. But I'm trying to trade off queens here, aren't I? So if I go here and they take with the queen. Okay, so I take with the queen, then I go here. They take again, I take back. It's okay. If I go here, they take with the queen, I go here. What do they do? Step out? Take. Take. Oh, I don't think they can... How do you keep... Oh, you're going to come with your knight over there. So if I step here, you can't... Oh no, then I don't have it. Oh man, okay, hang on. Okay, so can I do here then? To get out of range of the knight. Oh no, but then I don't cover, so I have to do here? Oh, I need to do here, don't I? And then on this, where do I go then? Sure, I'm really not sure. Or is it something like this instead? So they take, I take, they take. Yeah, but then I don't have the right set of pieces for it. Here, oh, this was a nice move by them. Down? They take with the queen or the, I'll just take with the pawn if they want. I can hit the queen. Oh, wow. The problem here was I'm not covering this, so it's mate in the back. Can't get that. If I go here, then they take. Then again say, okay, nope, doesn't work. So here, knight takes. Oh, knight jumps, what am I saying? Here they take, I go over. I have to stay on this dark diagonal one way or another, I guess. Take. Queen versus 2 minors, I'd be okay, I guess. I don't actually want to give that knight that jump either. But I kind of can't help it. They take with their... Go over... And that's kind of okay again, isn't it? So it's this move that's the scary one. And I just got to stay on the diagonal. I gotta stay on the E1 square. If you take this way, I take here, you take there. I think that's take. No, hang on, then we've actually traded off pieces, haven't we? So here, you take, I take. You take, I take. How do I feel? Why do I feel I'm okay in that position? Am I? Here, you take with your queen. No, still, but the knight's hanging over there. And if you don't take my knight, I'm gonna jump it. Anyway, whatever. We gotta go. We gotta move. Gotta move. Gotta move. Gotta move. Gotta move. Gotta move. Alright, so this was the move that seemed to kind of spoil it, because if they take here, I take. And then I can kind of just like, you know, get kind of stuck. Don't know if it's possible to protect everything. Probably not. Take here now, I've got this. Or this. Take, give me take, check. Yeah, so this was the move that looks scary, but I think if I stay on the diagonal, it's good. Here I can also hit it. And if they don't... Well, it is tag pinned to the rook, though, so I don't know. Oh, because I take... It's take. Sorry, I'm not tagging enough stuff. They'll take these two, I'll take these two. If that's the way it goes, but you know, it doesn't have to be. Shamdi! Crushing me over here. The bishop moving always also takes away the back rank problems which they had, so it's a nice kind of double for them. They get the bishop into the game, get a double attack in between. Clearly here, taking with the queen was better. But I'd still have the same kind of problem, right? They'd put their bishop there. Actually, maybe this was just kind of happening inevitably because of this coordination on the... oh man. So really I just maybe had to do this. Maybe that was the point. Oh, then queen there. Then what? Maybe I was just busted already. Anyway, stay in the game. Stay in the game. We're down a piece for a pawn right... No, hang on. We're down nothing right now, but they've got the attack that takes it, right? Yeah. They've got a queen in 3, and we've got a queen in 3, but... And this outside passer, which may or may not matter. One of these, or this, I think is the only moves I really saw. Take here, we're trading off. Getting our rook out of the way. Putting pressure on this file. And actually I think... Yeah, we can like start some stuff, but... We could probably also just start running the pawn, to be honest. Take with the queen now, then it's this. Knight back, we got to go here, which hits the knight and still keeps e1 in focus. If they take with the bishop there, we take the knight, and after they take, we take. And it's just kind of an equalish position, I guess. If they take the guy the other way, same problem. We're hitting and we're protecting sufficiently to take back, and if they move, we take with check, and it's worse if they move the knight. Because then the rook isn't protected. If they do nothing right now, we're going to jump the knight somewhere, I guess. I don't know what else to do. Actually, never mind, they did take. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't really have much to go on here. I have to take, I think. They take, and I go here. And then maybe they jump the knight. And I'm starting to run my pawn onto a dark square. I also have a check there. If it's useful, attack the knight. Are they going to come in somewhere? I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, I'm clearly not winning, right? But I don't quite see the knockout in this position. We get a check, which they, actually, you know what? If we check and they move their rook back, do we want to just take? Take. Knight takes. Oh my goodness, that's crushing. So if we check here, they have to get off. And then we can do this. You know, back rank is still a bit of a concern, but... Yeah, then they can like attack our rook. So we take one, they take one. Still, I think rook and a pawn versus 2 minors in this position, not too shabby. So maybe instead of this first, we do this first. Check, knight back. I don't know, that's a move, I guess. Oh, then we're just going to go here and we're going to start pushing the pawn. Right, and the rook is stuck to the guy with check, I guess. And now we can also move our king back in. Did we just kind of dodge the scary part of this? So yeah, so this seems fine. This seems actually pretty good too. If I do this and they start running their king out, then things are maybe not so good. So maybe I have to check first. Check first. You know, they stop, I block it off. Trade off. If they block with the knight, we're just coming in here. And we're just going to slowly run this guy up. They're going to have to move the king in some directions. We can bring our king in as well. Otherwise, just... I'm really not sure. Just do this to see what they do. Because I was going to do this and then attack it. But then they just attack the rook anyway. So we're still trading off rook. So it's kind of the same either way. I can even force it by doing this. But then that seems insane. Alright, we're going for the counterplay with the check. We are still 10 minutes behind. That seems to have been a pretty consistent situation this whole game. But admittedly, You know, I actually don't feel too scared about this compared to the position we're just in. They've got these guys for this. It's technically equal material, but they've got two active pieces and I've only got one. But I do have a late game kind of trump card in that potential passed pawn. Although it's a bit tricky to... I don't know, it's really far to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually just 4, man, that's not too bad. We've got the fourth one covered now by the rook actually as well. So, maybe we go here and we let them trade off. Because then we can attack, the king's going to get there. Then our king has to get active. Yeah, if we do this, we're walking into this. Then we have to do this. They take. Then I guess I'm starting to run. They're going to... Ah, no. Otherwise we do this now, get onto that. Oh, then this guy's hanging. So otherwise we just get onto this right now. They go there, we go up, and then we're starting to push. Because then there's at least no like back rank problems, and we can keep our two active rooks around. So do we want to trade off a rook bay or not? Here, and we trade it off. Take, take. Bishop and knight. I mean, I feel like that's at best a draw for me, because I won't be able to get past that square. With two rooks I might though, but still probably insane to try and actually get this done. Still. Sounds fun to try, right? You gotta try. Alright. We're gonna do this as much as we can, and then we're also gonna try and get our king over here maybe. Like if this guy comes up, obviously we have to remove a rock, so maybe we attack the bishop. It goes there, and then we attack the bishop and the pawn, it goes there. We start running our king over. Yeah, even just one square, just to be able to get out of the back rank problems, and then this feels a lot safer. If I was black, what would I be doing? I'd be honestly a little bit upset because I feel like I might have had a stronger position than I do right now. This is a clear move. I don't know where else. I don't know if you want to move your knight somewhere. No, threaten a fork or something. I just move the pawn up one. Unless you're going to try and like use all your pieces to get at me over here. In which case I might have to drop this guy back to the second rank, because the third one is currently covered by their rook. Yeah, actually, so if they do this, you know, what am I going to do? I kind of have to move the pawn, I guess. Then they go here. Oh man, then it actually looks like maybe I don't want to have all my king over here, because then I'm within range of a little check. Here I go back. At least it's a light square bishop, not a dark square bishop. Because if it was a light square bishop, if it was a dark square bishop, I think I'd probably just be lost already, because this diagonal kind of guarantees problems. I also really have to go to the bathroom now. 3-hour games are just too long for me. Alright, we're going to quickly run before all of this gets really intense. Be right back on my face. Help me remember. I'm not reading chat, but just help me remember. Alright, mic back on, B-rack back off my face, and music soft, soft, soft. Alright, wow, they actually took a perfect amount of time, and it is the move that I wasn't too happy about. So I can move the rook back immediately, or I can keep on pushing. Keeping on pushing looks pretty good. I think that they might be coming after this pawn, to be honest. So let's see, I do here, they do there. Maybe I do here and they block it, right? And if I attack it, they attack me, and it's a whole kind of thing. But okay, so let's say here and they do this, looking to come at here. I continue forward. Oh, then you're almost screwed. Take. Oh yeah, I can't take back because it's mate on the back rank, right? Maybe I come in now. No, but then that's an unfortunate situation. Oh, this guy isn't under attack immediately, is it? And if you're coming in there, so yeah, I think maybe this is still a good move. You come out here and I come attack a bunch of stuff. Otherwise, maybe I should just come back. Just, you know, have some safety here. Push. Yeah, I can't take if my king's not over here. So king over here is kind of necessary for most of anything. But in that case, shouldn't I just drop this guy back first? Oh man, I'm very unsure what to do here. Yeah, maybe this check was a bit silly in the end. Attack the knight, that just seems silly too. Okay, I actually think maybe king over is best. And if they come at me here, then there's no back rank problems. So I can actually do this, attacking that pawn. And they can't jump their king out because then I'm going to force them to trade off. So maybe this is my move. If they come here, I think I'm moving my king in even. Then the rook has to move. Then I can, you know, take some more control of the position here. And if they check me on that side with the rook ever, I can go here, and even if they take here, I'll be able to take the knight, unless it's protected, of course. Yo, this is not easy at all. Alright, but yeah, I think king out is probably the move here. And I need to be within reach of safety. So let's go. The mic is on. My face is not be right backed. My face is not be right backed, so that's good news. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, we're into the second hour of this league game. 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. My opponent, Shamdi, we've played once before, like 10 months ago. I won that time, but I don't remember why. So I don't know if I was playing better or not. They're currently rated a bit better than me. And of course, this is a league game, so I'm not looking at the chat, so feel free to discuss. I'm assuming someone has discussed at this point. Usually there's a few regulars of us who like check out the league streams. So if you are discussing, please go ahead. If you are not a regular for the league and you're wondering why I'm ignoring my chat, it's because can't be chatting, can't be getting outside assistance, can't be getting someone super strong going, hey, do that move. I actually don't know what to do here either, but I guess still maybe I should consider going up. Hits the rook. Probably it just goes back somewhere. I just gotta try and make sure I'm not stuck, right? But I think with king g1 I'm mostly safe. So now I think I can kind of go like, you know, you get me here, but now there's no back rank, so I can move, and if you take the pawn, I'm doing great. If you attack me, do I hit this pawn once? Do I just hit the knight? I think I just hit the knight, to be honest. Just, you know, pick a place to go. I don't know what you're doing over here. Hitting the bishop. If my king comes here, hitting the bishop might be nice because it also covers my second rank. But I could do that with this rook. Or do I want to do it with the other rook so this guy doesn't sit on that light square? Gotta be careful of the light squares. Yeah. Also a thing for them. They need to find a way to stop this from happening. You know, a knight over here could do this, a rook back could do this, and a bishop could do this, but currently I'm kind of covering most of that, to be honest. Yeah. Not to say it'll be that way by the end, but currently it's looking pretty good. And by looking pretty good, I mean I'm not losing immediately, completely, obviously. Alright, rook back, immediately covering this square. Okay. I think they're going to go put their bishop there, and then I just can't get rid of it because the rook's taking care of it. Yeah, that's a pretty important spot for them to take care of, to be honest. If they put a rook there, though, I'm just going to move it one and then keep it safe, can't I? I wonder. I probably have to find some kind of counterplay myself somehow. You know what? I can actually just try and trade off their rook still. And then try and keep that pawn safe on a dark square. Because then the bishop can't get it. The bishop can, but yeah, there's no way to win that, right? So if I go over hitting the knight now, what do they do? What do I just push? They put the rook there? Or the bishop? Probably the bishop, to be honest. I hit the knight. Where's the knight going? Here? Here, maybe? Yeah, that does put me in the spot for a... Yo, I don't know if there's a way to win. I think I'm actually just kind of playing for a hopeful draw here. Don't think there's a way to win. If there is, I'm not sure what it is. Maybe they're trying to get their knight in here as well. I don't know if that matters. Alright, let's get on a dark square. That seems fun. We can't be spending all our time getting confused. Maybe there is no win and we can just be moving, you know? Let's just not lose on time like we've done in so many training games. Yo, I've lost on time a lot in the last while. Sometimes connection stuff, but actually just me not focusing properly. It's been unfortunate and frustrating to say the least. Come on, come on. Playing for the imbalance. We've got a rook and a pawn for two minor pieces. The pawn only matters if we can queen it. So it has to move forward. But the two rooks is pretty good as well. So I'm not sure if I should try to trade them off or not. But I am a little bit worried that at some point our opponent's going to find a great way to use their 3 active pieces versus our 2 active pieces and, you know, get some amazing fork in or just something else. If, for instance, they tried to cover like this now and we went up and they fell asleep, we could take, and take, right? Oh, here they come. Alright, yeah, so they are crushing the A6 square. I'm never getting anything through there. This square I'm currently taking care of. I don't know if that one matters. I guess it does if I walk into the fork, right? So what if we go there? I feel like we're just going to end up trading... We're just going to end up trading rooks off. I don't know if I can avoid it, to be honest. Yeah, that's a nice square for them to get to. I don't know what I'm doing there. What if I just push? You know, they're going to put something there. I don't know what, but something. What if I put a rook over here? Still can't do anything with it. 2 rooks. Yeah, that does take care of my king coming in for the second, right? So that's pretty good. Push the pawn, hit the rook, but, you know, not much else that I think I have to care about. I can, I don't know, hit the knight or... Oh, actually, if I push and they hit my rook, do I push past? Because then only the rook can take. So then they take my knight. Oh, so hang on. Here. Oh, no, hang on. Yeah, it's stopping the bishop. So push. They take my rook. And I push again. And I'm through. Wow. Alright, since I have nothing else I want to do, I'm gonna go for it. So here we actually sack the rook. And if they sack their rook, oh no, then we cry. Because then they take and we've got nothing. Then we take and they take, and it's the same except we've lost our passer. Shit. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate because it looked like a really, really good situation. Although in that case, you know what, on this, we could put our rook over here. And the reason I think that's good is because it allows us to play rook b5 to compete on this 6th rank now. Yeah, because there's no knight jump that matters, I think. Yeah, so here. Oh man, this looks so good, but if they sack, then we've got nothing. And it's just tears. Then it's the same situation, except now we don't even have our extra pawn anymore. So that's a no-no. Oh, king up. Okay, not what I expected. What if I walk into the pin? Into the fork. I mean, that's absolute trash. Let's not do that. Can't push the pawn. Can't move my king up. What if I move this pawn up one? What if I move this pawn up? I mean, I don't really know what I'm supposed to try and do here besides spend time. What if we're supposed to... Oh, you know what? What if we try to get there? So we go up to go over to go down. They're going to run their king over there, aren't they? Are they going to try just like run us down slowly but surely? I really don't know what I'm supposed to do right now. Here. Back rank. Yeah, when out of options, I think I'm just going to just run to the back. Don't think this works as such. Well, actually, no, I think this could work, but I feel like they could stop that, so... Although if the rook stops, then we can actually push. So maybe we can actually still make this work? Because currently they've got too many things that can attack there. So if they like put their bishop there now, then I don't know what to do, but... I don't know what to do right now anyway. It's so big difference. What if we do this then? And then they jump and like hit our rook. And we go up and they take... Oh, no, they're running the king in. Alright, now we can do this at least. Maybe we should ask them to move their knight again. I think they're going to put it there. Should we do this then? Rook there. It doesn't actually matter what they do now, actually. We're gonna put this guy over here, aren't we? If they jump their knight out, then I'm not so sure. Bishop here, I'm still gonna do this. Here, yeah, I don't know. I don't have many plans. And I don't think my king's going to be of any use right now, so we're just going to continue trying to help this pawn along. 2 rooks and a pawn versus the world. This is the move that I didn't like, because it stops us coming here. Then at least we can come in, because there's no more fork situations, and we can bring our rook into pressure. Oh, we could also still do this, actually. So maybe at this point I should whoa, no, hang on. Yeah, because that's a fork, that's no good. So that knight needs to make a move first. It's got a million places to go, though. Maybe not here. But basically everywhere else, I think. Basically. Here forces us to move the rook, but I actually don't think that's so bad. I'm expecting him to move it backwards somewhere. This I think doesn't stop my point though. At least I can get rid of the rooks then, since that's my great plan. Bring my my king in. The bishop has to start moving. I can put these guys on dark squares, I guess. I don't know what else to do. And then everyone's king's kind of running to. They're not going to have to cut off their king from getting to the pawn. But then they're going to attack it with their knight. And if I move it, they're going to take, and I'm going to have to find some like fancy fork. Maybe it's still just losing. Knight here, here. Take, take. Knight's under attack, but pawn's also running. Can they stop us from getting... Yeah, okay, hang on, we can take and then... Or we can push on take, so that doesn't work. Bishop up, here. Take, take. Bishop can come sit here. We can hit the bishop though, and if it moves we can push. Rook up. That's a check, you gotta take, surely. Check. Oh, if you don't take, that's actually a good question. If the rook comes here and we go here and you don't take, what do I do then? That's probably the move. In terms of all of these stuff, if you take, it helps me. If you don't take, I'm stuck. So maybe that's the situation. Yeah, so whatever you put there, I can kind of threaten. But if you don't take, I don't actually make any progress. If I take the rook, then you probably take back with your king. Rook and a pawn versus a knight and a bishop. I actually practiced knight-bishop mates the other night. A friend of mine got into chess and it made me remember about the practice that Lichess has, that whole really nice list of all the things. Man, some of those puzzles and exercises are actually really hard. Oh, it is knight. Okay, so knight back stops us, right? If I do this, if they don't take, I don't actually know what I'm doing. If I do this and they don't take, then I go here. Oh, but hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay, so maybe I do this, and if they don't take, then I'm attacking the bishop as well. They have to start running it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead with this plan because I don't, again, I don't have any other plans. I think if you take, I win. So that's not going to happen. But now we can do this and force that bishop to start running a little bit. And the pawn's not under attack right now, so we can also push the bishop around a bit. Potentially even do this, you know. If you take it downwards, I also don't know if I can do anything though. Yeah, that isn't. Maybe the point is that I'm going to have to take and then get like a... Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's just king running in and that's all. Maybe that's all I got. At least I feel like I'm putting the questions to black, posing some problems. It was, who was it? Jordan that wrote the 45-45 review for the ledger. The ledger, pointing out that Shamdi's having an amazing season. I didn't know that, and I actually haven't looked at their results so far, but apparently they're doing great, right? Can I look at their profile without like... I almost said doxing, without accidentally seeing the chat somehow? Can I go to profiles from here? Yeah, yeah. Oh, hang on, I can. Okay, Leech's profile. Let's just look here, this is good enough. One. They've won everything so far. Goodness me. Alright, now I understand what that comment was about. Congratulations to Shamdi, man, they're crushing it. Perfect season so far. If they win this, I want to say it's like well deserved, but I feel like they actually had better chances earlier in the game, so I don't know. I'm not sure if they kind of like let go of their advantage a bit, or maybe not. I have no idea, to be honest. But yeah, if they win again, obviously that's fantastic. Well done. Try my best not to let that happen. We'll see. Shamdi, what you doing? What you thinking? You're wondering if you should take or not. I'm thinking you shouldn't. If you move your king, then what, do I move my king? And if you take then it's better. I wonder actually. I wonder if there's something like that. Maybe your king is still a bit far away, but I think also my king needs to get a bit more involved. So I'm expecting their king to move up, maybe my king to move up, and then the bishop to start running places. Although I will also say, which something that's nice about the bishop running places is that it allows me to bring out my rook with some pressure, most likely forcing the bishop to move again. And that'll also cut off the king once more, which could be good, right? Can't be that bad. And I also see that knight's covering these squares now. Man, these knights, they really just have such interesting reach. Oh, they're doing it already. Okay, so be able to put a rook there, hey? So if I go here, you put a rook there. No, you can't. What am I talking about? You can't do that because your rook's pinned. Are you going to take with your... Okay, so I guess they realize they can't. So I go up. What changes? Oh, you know what? This is the point. This is the point for them. They can get in there now. So if I go up and they take here, um, maybe the rook goes there, I guess. And after I defend, they put their bishop there and I can't get anywhere. What if I do this then? They take, I take. Then there's no pressure on the knight. It can still jump over. Oh, but then I can get both your pieces. So if I go here and you take and I take, and you jump your knight, do I have the same plan anyway, don't I? Yeah, I had the same plan anyway. Oh no. Oh, these checks. Oh, but then I can do this. Yeah, there's only one check. And then your bishop can't get on that diagonal without dropping the knight. Anyway, we're moving our king up. This is what's happening. Rook's pinned against their king at least, so yeah. Gotta get the kings active, of course. If they move their king back, do I take it? Ach, do I check it? I don't think that's very useful. They move here somewhere, I check it again. They keep moving forward, I double up on the back rank. I don't think that's very useful. And also, if they move problemos, oh, then they can take this way, I guess. I think I actually just got to take. I don't really know what else to do there. Take, and then bring the other knight, other rook in, and just, I don't know, stuff. Look busy. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to look busy. Otherwise, I do this, and if you come at me, I just keep on running away. Then I can check you with both my rooks over there. And then I can double attack the square, but I don't really think that matters too much. It takes too much time to like... Oh, no. Okay, this is impossible. I don't think I can promote here. Maybe there's just a way to get down to a position where a draw is acceptable. We could offer a draw already, but that doesn't feel acceptable. I feel like we should be playing this position. That doesn't feel in the spirit of the league. Which I speak a lot of, but, you know, it's not like it's written anywhere or whatever. Time gap is closed. 3 minutes now. You know, plus change for the... Okay, king back here. I think I've got to take here. I just don't know if there's anything better. Cutting off the king feels okay. And if they take, I can go here. And I'm stopping the... Oh, hang on. Wasn't this my... Oh, no. My whole calculation was of them actually still taking. So if I attack the bishop now, they go here. Then I don't know what I'm doing. If I do this and they take, again, I'm not sure what I'm doing. So if I take and they take with the bishop... Oh, no, sorry. If I do this, that was my point. Here I have to run. Then they can get it behind the pawn. I can check the king. Then I can double up, but oh no, because this is defended, so maybe I have to take. Maybe that's all I got here. Take with the bishop. I mean, I don't think it really matters how they take. Knight's jumping here, right? I think I just gonna have to run into the position. I don't know what else to do here. I don't think I have much else. If I do this, again they can do this. They can come over here, check, check. Can't go here. I think I have to do this, which feels like such a waste. Attacking this guy. Yeah, basically no rook moves looks good because they always have this check first. Checking the king, it just, you know, like allows it to run closer. Although if it, oh hang on, if it goes there immediately now, then I get this pawn. Then they check me and I cry myself to sleep. Gonna take, I don't know what else to do. We're just gonna start running our king in. These pawns can kind of be okay on dark squares. Here, the king's gonna go over there and try to take the pawn, right? So I guess we're just in the meantime gonna have to be pushing our stuff. I don't think we can win this. Maybe there's just a draw in there somewhere. Getting the pawns off the board is how you draw, right? So if I do this and then move the king somewhere, I can come around and start like getting these pawns. I don't know. Alright, maybe just up first. We're down to like a minute and a bit, so we're just gonna move. Yeah, gotta watch for that I guess, but that's okay. We can hit the bishop now. Then we can hit the king if we need to. We can come here and get their pawns a little bit softened up. Actually, that might be, you know, our counterplay. Because this guy, I don't think he's got long for this world, unfortunately. So maybe we use the fact that it's all the way on the side of the board. And only the knight can attack it right now, and it has to do a lot of jumps to be attacking right next to it. So that means kind of the king has to eventually go get it, or they just have to leave the knight there. So we can maybe get some activity going with our rook, get some pawns running up the board, try and force something. This actually looks like there might be some reason to it, you know? I also feel like we're getting a lot closer to like a draw situation where like I attack, they defend, I go somewhere else, they move the king back. But I guess given how terrible the game is, if it ends in a draw, I should be happy and not be playing for something more. Although tough one for my team, because we are not doing good. We're down 0-3, so if I draw, everyone else has to win. That's a tough one. King over here, I can, you know, like, hit it, goes there. I can come for the back pawns, but this one's protected, so that's useless. So king over there, I don't know. Move my pawns up? Move my pawns up, get my king up there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do here. Here, here, here. Where am I going with my king? I need to make some kind of crack with the pieces. Alright, I mean, if this is happening for a long time, I think I'm doing it pretty okay, because I can swap over quickly and that knight's going to be slow. So, move some pawns, I guess, until... What are they going to do? On here, are they going to do this? Maybe I'll do this anyway and just come up here. Here, here, here. You know, maybe they go for the pawn. I don't know. I go for a pawn. They protect it. I go for a pawn. They protect it. I don't really know how to win this, if at all possible, so I think it's probably a draw. Maybe this one first? Maybe this one first, not to allow them g5. This one looks a bit silly. That actually, if I can get the f-pawn to move, everything makes a bit more sense, because then the back rank's a little bit weaker. The fact that the bishop guards that is really frustrating. Yeah, 3 on 3. How do I get through this again? No, 3 on 3 here. Take. Hang on, 3 on 3. I have to put my pawns here, right? And then go through, because I'm taking and then... Oh no, oh, that's still nothing. How do you do this again? I don't remember. Oh, you're the one that pushes through. Shh, I forgot that. Yeah, it's your move, and then you push the side pawn. So from the other side, I guess there's just nothing. Unless I do this. If you take, I take. Oh, actually, so this is maybe my best bet. Block, block, and go up here. And if you do nothing, take, take, that's at least a dark square, right? So there's maybe a way for me to get in here and take it. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, neither that's black. I think they're just trying to look for something. Yeah, I don't know. That's a white square. So if I go here and you defend it, or do I just start running in now? Like now you've given me a chance to get in here. So I go up, and you defend it. And I do this. I feel like this is actually kind of good for me, to be honest. I could be totally wrong, but... Here, here... King first. King first, why not king first? Feels good. King first feels good. Here, you protect it. I take, take, and I come at this pawn here. You go for my backwards pawn. I take, you take. I step out of the way. Ooh. Oh, but then I can do this, and this. And here, and this eventually. And I've still got a rook that can swing over. Man, maybe there's a way for me to suddenly make some plan on the king side. I mean, probably not, right? But you never know. The fact that my rook is, you know, maybe going to be able to help makes me feel like there might be something there. And that is not a light square. So if that pawn starts running, their bishop might have to sack itself. Unless the knight can get there in time. Goodness me, I don't know. King back, yeah. I think they're realizing the problem. If I check you, if I attack this guy, where is it going? Here? Then I hit your king. Where is it going? Here? Then I go here, which is going to be in between the two of you. I don't think that matters. Do I just do this? Or do I move my king up instead? Do I move my king up instead? Yeah, because they're giving up on the... Then they're going to do this. I'm going to do this. Or here. Do I want to get my king in first? If they get here, if they move their king in, do I press past? I don't know. King first seems fun. Let's do it. That guy's weak, but I can obviously push it up. And this guy's weak, but I can still push it up. Something danger zone. Okay, yeah. So this is what I expected. I think this is just the way that I'm going to continue here. If you do that, crack it to your king. And if you do... Ooh, wow, this is looking so sexy. Because this whole backwards thing now actually runs into a pin. And if you take, now I'm creating myself a little passer over here. If you push, I take this pawn. Oh, suddenly it's looking like we're the dangerous one. Aha. The shoe's on the other foot now. I know. That's the real saying. There's a fake saying which is more fun, like burn that bridge when you get there. I guess I can't think of it. Whatever. My worn slip slop is on the wrong foot now. What do they do? I mean, they don't need both pieces here, right? They need to bring one of those over. The bishop makes most sense, but I actually already have my threat on the board. The knight's really slow is kind of the point. But then, I wonder, do you just leave the knight there? Or do you move the knight because the bishop is fast? It can do something and maybe, 1-2 moves come back to still cover. I don't know. Take. Pretty sure we just take back. The imbalance being that we can push a pawn on a half-open file. If you don't take, we take, and I think we just win a pawn. If you move your bishop here, we're going to pin it to your king. If you move backwards... Actually, we can still pin it to your king. We go here, your king has to move, we pin it. And that might be the... Oh, here we go, never mind. Alright, we're just going to take. And this is the threat. I was going to say that might be the... what am I saying? That might be the draw. Wow, words. Alright, if you go and protect this pawn now, so that you can press the other pawn, do I hit your king? You go... Oh no, hang on, yeah, because if you're here, I can go press your king here. So the bishop can't come on any of these files right now. And also can't come here. So all of these squares are out. This doesn't do anything. Yeah, here comes the knight. The knight can go here, checking us, which is not nice. If I push and you check, and I run here, do you go for my backwards pawn? Like you jump like this? I take, you take, I push past, you jump here. I check and threaten to kill the knight. Oh man, this is tricky. Is there some way for us to get this? Hang on, isn't this the point? You've got two guys kind of stuck on each other. I'm attacking the front one. And if you move your king here, I'm moving my king over there. Oh, this is dangerous stuff. Here, king has to move somewhere. If I do this now, you have to play king here. If I just take and you take, don't I just win? I think I'm going to try it. Because I've got this guy which you can stop. But then you've got a knight versus a passer and a potential next passer coming. And there's nothing for you to attack with that. Oh, you can check, you can, you can, whatchamacallit. You can check me and then I go here attacking the knight as well. And the bishop's under attack. You go there. Then I hit your... I pin your knight to your king. Check here, here. Also could be pushing. But I think the check... Basically the trading off the pieces I think is what gives me the chances here. But maybe I missed the point that I need to move. I don't know. I'm not sure. Check. Run away. Coming off. Oh no, but then your bishop's still hanging. So check, run away, and then your bishop has to move still. I don't know, attacking the backwards pawn maybe. Then I can start running this guy though. Because if you take, I get the fork. Oh my goodness. Maybe there's some chances. lonely pawn and a rook. Let's go. So check in looks safer though. Check in, I'm attacking the knight. Maybe you try and defend everything, but again, actually, I think if I can trade off my rook for one of the... Like, if you here, and you come in here defending, and I take that, and you defend it... Oh, you... Oh, then I'm attacking both. Oh my goodness. You gotta like... Yeah, so now I think here, you have to defend it somehow. And I'm gonna attack it again. And this doesn't matter... Yeah, I think this is just really good for us. This guy's under attack, this guy's under attack. King coming in straight away, I just take. And then I've got a too far away passer. Knight back is not something I saw coming, but is this still working? So if I take now, you take, my pawn's under attack, I run it. Then you gotta keep that knight there. Then I come back to doing this plan. Doesn't that work? So take, push the pawn to keep it safe. The king's too far, so the knight's going to have to go there at some point, but you still have at least one more move first. King over. Here. And if you press, then I start running towards the knight, I guess. And if you take, then the king has to go step in front of my pawn. And again I'm going to run over to the knight, I guess. I don't know. Yo. The other point is we can just do this right now. Take. They still don't have that. Is this safer? Take. King over, probably. It's the same situation though, because I'm basically going to sack this and then start running. Is that just a draw? What if I run my king back up now? That's a draw as well. What am I talking about? What if I take and then move my king up and then up here? So, okay, let's just do the same situation again. Say I do it again. Fuck it, we're gonna go for it. It's way too much fun. We can't not. You gotta try this stuff, right? Although, you're probably actually supposed to have calculated it properly, which I unfortunately didn't. So, this is 2 moves away. Your knight's gonna have to sit there. The question is whether or not my... After king f3 here, whether or not my... Oh, okay, no, I think this is losing now. I think I get this in, and then there's not much there anymore. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, I think without getting king f3, I think I'm okay now. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Here, take, check. No, that doesn't work. Okay, I think they need to play king f3 here. f7, f6. What am I talking about? f6. King f6, I think, was the one. Wow. Imagine how proud I am of that little pawn now. Sitting there since they did that early DXC on a4, patiently waiting for the end game. And now look at it, keeping a knight busy, threatening stuff. If we need a move, we can also move it up one. Then that knight's never going anywhere. Oh no, hang on. The knight can do this. What am I talking about? Oh, king back. Okay. They're gonna run in there, right? So if we do this and they run back, take, we're up a pawn. If we run back now, they run in. That still doesn't work. Oh man, is this not working just yet? So if I push now and they ran back first, I think the point is I'm going to have to get my... So I'm going to have to trade off these pawns in some way and then run my king this way and try and get there before they do. So here, take is great. So here, take. King up. Here, king over. Here, king over, I take. And then I'm running towards that knight and hopefully not getting forked. If I go in, my king needs to go this way in game, so yeah, I can do this as well. But I actually like the fact that the pawn can't be attacked right now. It just feels safer. Well, I mean, this is better. They go over. Oh, they just do this maybe. Yeah, here. Maybe everything is the same. Maybe everything is identical. We're just going to do this then. I want to create this situation on this side of the board first. They either give us this pawn, which I think is kind of dangerous in its own right. We can walk into a fork here, but check, but then we walk back and they just have to run the knight back. Take again. They can push, we can get in front of it. They can get around here and then they have to run backwards. That doesn't work. I mean, they can do that as well, but eventually the pawn's going to run up and then they have to take, and then the king's going to be over there. So this situation with our pawn being the one furthest away on both sides is going to help us. If our pawn was this one, then we take here, they take there, and then, you know, it's definitely a draw because we would never be able to get past. Here, checking. If you check, I walk up. That's kind of crazy. Because, yeah, checking. If you go here, obviously, yeah. So that doesn't work. So it's one of these. If you go back, should I just go up with my king? You go there, I go here. You go there, I take. And eventually, I can just kind of force you to do it. I mean, if you don't take it, if you just sit your king in the corner, I'm doing this, right? Your king has to come over here. Oh, how in the world are we not the one that definitely lost this game? I played so badly. Are they bringing the knight in? I have no idea what this is about. Is it because you can still make it, like this? But you kind of can't. So here, and then what? Here, and then I go here. Then you have to jump your knight somewhere. I go here. Oh, is this not just too late now? We're going. Now, I don't know. I go here. You go over. Yeah. Sure. Goodness me, I think we might be winning. I've been thinking it for a while now, but I didn't want to say it because I'm scared I made a mistake again. But I don't think that knight and king and pawn can keep us from queening one of these guys. I almost said rooking one of these guys. Depending on the situation, if they sack the knight for something else, we can also try and do like a king nook mate, but that's super stupid. Let's not do that. Also, mate, I don't know, is it disrespectful? Do you think opponents will be pissed off if you promote to a rook for like the rook king endgame kind of thing for that mate? What if you're like new to chess and you don't know how to use the queens without stalemate, but you know how to use the rook without stalemate? So you use it on purpose? I'm gonna crash so hard tonight. Gotta try and keep enough energy for little man. Yeah, here they go. Now we go in. And they have to move their king here, I guess. And then we can trade off. And then the king can't go anywhere, so the knight kind of has to go somewhere. And we're just going to run in here. Isn't that just winning? But we have to take care of this pawn. We can't leave it here. So we got to do this. Alright, well, I mean, this is what we calculated, so we're doing it. Whether it's winning or not, we'll have to see. Try not to sit on any squares that can, like, get us forked with the pawn and the knight, but I think this king is now too offside. You know, you're literally in opposition. I have the opposition. What am I saying? I have the opposition in a retreating position. I don't know if that's Is that some kind of special opposition? The retreating opposition, you know? I mean, I can just go anywhere, so I guess it doesn't make any sense, but it's kind of fun. Because it's opposition, but I'm running the opposite direction. Is this still a draw? Is there some way for them to keep this as a draw? Because my king, they're always gonna... So should I do this? So they're always like... Oh, I have to go there anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna go there, because what else am I gonna do? Hang on, I gotta calculate this a bit. Here, 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 here. Knight jumps here, knight jumps there. Does it matter? It doesn't. I don't think it does. We're just going. We're just going. The knight's going to jump somewhere. We want to keep going. The knight... Oh, hang on. If the knight jumps somewhere, there... Oh, yeah. Here, here, here. Take. Or don't take. Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe it's a draw because they can kind of like keep the knight at a distance. I mean, I gotta just go, right? I don't know what else to do here. Yeah, and we only have one square to go to. Okay, this is all about how far away their king is. If the king is too far away to protect the knight sitting outside the square it's covering, we win, I think. If they're close enough, I can only draw because I can't push the knight away from defending it. So king over here, here, I have to go down. Okay, no, it's okay. So it's clearly winning. What? I don't understand chess. Yeah, the king's too far away. If it wasn't too far away, then yeah, but I think it's too far away. Yeah, like 5 seconds ago I said, I'm clearly winning, and then I was like, oh, but wait. Ah, but wait, there's more stuff I didn't see. Yeah, that's how most of my chess games feel nowadays. We're also getting that oh, little man's slightly awake. We're getting up to the 3 hour mark now, which is kind of where I gauge my games to end. So, gotta sleep, gotta sleep, gotta sleep later. My son's been asleep for almost 3 hours. Oh, that can't be right. Okay, so the important thing here is I go and attack the knight. Because then even if it runs anywhere else, I think I just... Oh, no. Then I have to make a second move. Here? Oh, hang on. Is this in the flippin' court? Whoa, hang on. Here, here. Is this a draw? Oh my goodness. Look at this. Here, here. And if I do this, they fork me. So if I attack them here, they go... Okay, hang on. So I have to attack the knight like this, maybe. And then like this. And then like this. Okay. Oh, wow. Well, hang on. Okay. That's insane. Does this matter? Because they can... And now they're covering it again. Here they go, then I go, then they go, then I go. And so if I do this, they have to go here. Then I go here, they have to go here. Then I go here, they have to go here. And then they're too far away, right? Then I move here. No, then I move here. Oh, fucking hell. Is this a draw? Is this, I can't believe it. Is this actually a draw? At least I have time to like be baffled. Hang on, if I do this, I can't. Is this a draw? Are you messing with me? Here, here. The other doesn't even matter which way you go. I'm so sad I didn't play A7 earlier in the game. Here, here. Here, here. Here, they go back. I'm flabbergasted. I think this is what that word means. This real, like, can't believe it feeling. Here, here. Here, here. I'm literally chasing the knight in circles. And every time it goes somewhere, It always has a check or a chance. It either forks me, covers the square, or checks me. Oh my word. I can't believe it. I mean, it's amazing. I'm not even angry, it's just amazing. Wow. Here, here, and here, and you fork me. So here, 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 here. There's just nothing. I'm, I'm just amazed. So back here, I had to play A7. So it means back here, I had to play A7. I can't believe it. This is not a pattern I've ever seen. Oh my, I can't believe it. Oh my word. Okay. I can't chase the knight away. It's got the perfect little, like, go in a circle. It doesn't matter which way I chase it either. And if I go into the corner, they still have that spot. They always have a chance to cover it from one of these. I can't cover both. I guess that's the main point. Okay. Oh, okay, let's go the other way around. Let's do like one around the world and then I'll offer a draw because this is just too cool. Maybe I missed something. I'm just seeing like great, but I can't believe it. This is a draw. They're just gonna go in a little circle. I'm gonna chase them in a circle quickly. We're gonna have a little like roundabout, and then I'm gonna give up. Yeah. So then I go here. Oh no, hang on. I had to go the other way first. Sorry, I had to go here. Sorry. So I have to move. Yeah, I have to move my knight, my king in this way. That's how we do it. My bad. Yeah. Then I go here. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Then I go here. Oh no! Oh, I messed it up again. Okay, hang on. We got a second like um. Here we go. Oh, it's just unbelievable. Do we have this one already? Oh, this is the one. This is the one. Here we go. Here we go. Threefold. Let's draw. Unbelievable. That is crazy. Evening, everyone. Oh way. Oh my word, flipping in games in real time, yeah. That was amazing. Whoa. This game, that ending. Hilarious. That was awesome. Real fun game, GG. Definitely felt like you had me there, and I definitely misplayed that in-game chance. A7 earlier, maybe. Okay, wow. Good evening, everyone. Now I'm in the chat. Yeah, that was a real fun game. I'm just really sad about how it ended. Let's say, hey yo, how the good old Kraus. Ah, the good old Kraus attack? Is that what it is? I don't even know what it's called. Stop trying to push on our central pawns. Yeah, I didn't think I should have pushed that. There's always bishop c5. Yes, indeed. No, rook c8 stuff here. Oh, I can't read all of this right now. Same as rook. Yeah, no, exactly. Guitar Spider found out that my queen b3 was just a terrible move. F3 looks real ugly now. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I'll read through this all. Coffee body, tell them. Let them tell us. Yeah. Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay. Oh, I can't read all of this analysis. Thank you so much, though. I'll definitely go read it later. Hello, Mortamort, Guitar Spider, Jordan, Chris Fong. What rating on Leeches? Um, who else is around? Pew. No, no, Queen E3 is not a move. Jordan, that was almost hung my queen, right? Yeah. Oh, wow. This was insane. Oh yeah, here's Oriwa Spy. Hello Spy, hope you're doing well. Kevin Kerr came past, really nice. I'm basically just reading the names, guys. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna check out who's here. Um, yeah, wow, craziness. Gary came past as well. Hello Gary, very nice to have you here too. Okay, I think we're up to it. And oh, Night Fury, long time man. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you as well. Ah, and you stopped your opponent from winning. Look at you. Look at me. I stopped Shamdi from winning. I'm loving the babble. The babble. Thank you very much. I'll definitely read it later. Are they still around? Oh, they're not here. Okay. I, insane. Insane. Okay, so I'll quickly go just my analysis then without the engine quickly. So I expected them to play just the semi-Slav because this is what they almost always play, but they also love to play DXC after G3 or after something else. So they just played it a bit early here, threw me off. A4 because I don't know what I'm doing, and this F3 E4 plan is something I saw in another game, which is quite nice. Yeah, I don't think I should have pushed. I don't, it feels like there should be something there, but after EX, there's nothing there, is there? So yeah, I guess there's nothing there. I should have just developed. It just had a bit of a better space position and tried to play with that. So yeah, this was all disastrous. Queen B3 just gave them the chance to attack the bishop twice. Really stupid. I had to move it. Maybe even bishop b3 would have been better, to be honest. I don't know. f3 just looks absolutely ridiculous now. Yeah, rook e2, queen. Cheetah 65, you always challenge me. Alright, Cheetah, I'll tell you what, if you make it a 5 plus 5, unrated, like casual, maybe I'll pick it up on my phone. But right now, I'm just going to finish this. Yeah, trading off. Yeah, Shambi's back. Any thoughts? And call audio also if you like. You know what? Let's not worry about making audio. I need to go to bed. All right, this taking these pawns was absolutely insane, but it looks like it was probably the reason why we got a chance to draw here. Yeah, this move was a waste. We had to move the bishop out of the way instead, I think. Not there. Here, maybe. What was the other moves we thought about? Pawn up. Anyway, here I thought I was clearly losing. Definitely, I think I'm doing worse. I was expecting them to try this. Then I would go here, and then I didn't know. Then I was very unsure. But anyway, they didn't. Checking. Was it worth it? I'm not so sure. Okay, and here we played. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't really know what to do here, right? I didn't go for it. If they trade off, I think it was pretty good for me. Take, take, take. King in. So this is the nice thing. They got the king to run in kind of like a circle. So I got some tempi to run my king in. And because the king was here, I got this kind of queenside plan, which was nice. I think, yeah, I was probably winning, wasn't I? This was a great sack. It was real fun. I had to play a5, a7 first. I mean, I've never faced knight versus a7 pawn. Like, this is something I've never seen. I've never seen it anywhere. No one's shown it to me. Because then I think, let's just go there. Let's just go there. Because I think the rest I played perfectly fine. Just the fact that I had to get a7 first. So, let's see. Where's the knight? Okay, let's say the knight was still there, right? So, I don't know, here, and the knight's there, and here. I come in, I can jump in, I come in, I just, yeah, that was the part I needed to get right. I needed a7 first and further. I was losing too, wasn't I? Feel like I had a great opening, then I messed it up and was worse, then losing, then somehow imbalanced, drawing, then lucky winning, and then I messed that up and was drawing again. We had all the outcomes in one game. Yeah, the Geller Gambit. is real fun, but I don't play it. That's the E4 one. That's here. Sorry. That's way at the start. What are we talking about? That's here. You play E4 here. I watched Feingold doing some videos on it, and it seemed really fun, but I don't understand it. Oh yeah, probably, but not in classical yet, I guess. Yeah, like Yellow Gambit seems really fun because you give the pawn away. But I don't know. Simp for my queen. Oh my goodness. Alright. Actually, though, I have to go to bed. Simp, I'm so sorry. I said I could probably play, but actually, it's probably lying. It's 11 o'clock. I gotta go sleep. Alright, maybe I'll take a quick peek at the analysis, but then I'm gonna go. That was a really cool game. Great. Looks like draw. Hang on. Oh, man, you guys already said so much. I gotta go back again. Terrible in-game stuff. Learning in-games in real time. Yeah, that's really good. Without the rucksack, I think I was still doing pretty good though, to be honest. But the rucksack just seemed really good. That was a good game. Stopped open for winning, double lock, crazy game. Hey Ravine, I hope you're doing good. Yeah, this was a crazy game, man. That knight situation at the end that's ridiculous. That's not a pattern I've ever seen, so that was really cool. You got a fun in-game position where Gary shows up. Yeah, nice. Flippy setting up the most incredible team comeback win. Oh, come on, guys. I drew at least. You know, it's like I'm turning the tide. We lost. Now I drew. Now everyone else can win. Let's hope so. We'll see, you'll see. Pretty big comeback. Yeah, basically we have to win everything. I've done my part, I least the rest. That's what Bobby told us last time. And it was kind of true even. But yeah. Still think it's a great sack. Black plays King F7 and it's King F6 and it's cooked. King F6 and it's cooked. I don't know. I'm not sure where the King of 7 cooked parts comes from now, Kevin. Apologies. To be fair, if he plays the sack against me, I'm immediately panicking, assuming it was all perfectly calculated. That's a good point. That's a good point. No, but I think the rucksack was pretty good. Maybe you've looked at the engine, you can tell me that it's not working, but practically for me it looks pretty great. Usually king plus knight plus bishop is better than rook, but how to figure it out? Yeah, for sure. Also, the extra passer kind of throws that idea. Man, what a game. I don't know, everyone in the chat saying something about the rucksack. Maybe it's not legit, but it felt really legit. If he didn't have to play knight b6 right away... Oh yeah, if he played king f, I think I'm kind of screwed, but... Well, no, hang on. If he played king f, can't I just, like, check him away and then just, like, run my king in circles and then trade off? It's still a draw. King f6 instead of knight b6. Here, king f6. Cooked as in, like, he's winning? How? How would black win this? I play g5 at minimum, and your king can run out, but, like, not going anywhere. My king's running in circles in front of your king. I don't see that. But then again, I just messed up half a game, so maybe my visualization is not to be trusted just now. Alright, I actually really want to hang out a bit longer, but it was 3 hours. I gotta get some rest. I haven't slept at all today. I slept really badly last night, so tonight when our little man wakes up again, tomorrow morning when I try to give my wife a longer sleep after the night, I need to go. So thank you very much for everyone who hung out. 114 views is really nice. I had some amazing two streams that did super well recently. You got like 400 or something views, millions of impressions. I'm not sure why, so maybe YouTube was taking it kindly on us. Anyway, it was a fun game. That part, I think the entertainment value I think was there. Maybe listening to my calculation was a bit tense, but yeah. So anyway, thank you very much for everyone who came past. It was really fun. I still have this dream of reaching 100 subs by the end of the year, but I don't really know how I'm going to make that happen. But if you're not a sub, please consider it. It's really fun. I hope that you enjoy the content. And yeah, all around, just a really good time. Good luck for everyone else in the league as well. And yeah, be seeing you. Black plays king f6 and white doesn't get rid of black's f pawn, so black should be able to slowly make progress. Is it because it's opposition? But I get the opposition, and then we're jumping back and forth. Unless there's like a, I don't know, guys. Maybe that's like really deep, but I don't see it. But yeah, okay. So let's cue the music, and good luck for the rest of the games this week. I'm not going to be casting. I'll just be chilling. I think we've got some friends coming over. For the first time in months, we're having friends to visit. Yeah, I'm so excited to finally get our social life back and going again. Be safe, take care, and thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.